Hey y'all, it's Carisha and I'm back again with another video. So today I will be showing y'all how I install my lace front wigs. I will be working with the KLAIYI hair company today. So right now I'm just showing y'all what all came in the box. It was very neatly packaged. But what's in there is the wig, of course, a wig cap, and also an elastic band that you can adjust the wig with. This wig is a 13x4 frontal wig. The pattern is deep wave, and I got it in 24 inches because that is the longest that they had available at the time. And I just needed it for a quick trip for the weekend, so I just got what I could get. I did not experience any shedding as I was combing through it. It was really good hair. It was soft. It did come pre-plucked, and it also had some little baby hairs on the front. But of course, you all know you're going to have to customize that wig according to your hairline. The knots were really small on one side, and then on the other side, y'all, they were big. And I noticed that when I started customizing the wig. I did go in and bleach those knots, and I also plucked it to my liking. And that lace, I don't even know what kind of lace this was. It was kind of weird. It looks like a light brown to me, but it was definitely Swiss lace, and it was very easy to lay, but it also gave off like an ashy appearance. You'll see that later in the video. So now I'm getting ready to lay that wig down, and excuse those clothes on the bag. We were in the middle of packing. So I'm just cleaning my hairline with some alcohol, 91%. Nothing under 91% because it's not going to clean it up like it needs to be clean. So now I'm just going in with my Bold Hold Liquid Gold, and I'm putting that all across my hairline, and that just helps to smooth any wayward hairs out the way, and it also helps to lay down that bald cap perfectly. And I am using knee highs for my bald cap as well. So now that I got that liquid gold smoothed out over my hairline, I just went ahead and pulled that cap over my eyes and my nose just so that that thick white band will not be in the way. And I'm just going back over it in places that I may have missed, or I put too little Bold Hold Liquid Gold, and I'm just smoothing that out backwards towards my hair. And I also cut out my ear holes, of course. And then I go in with my Got To Be Glued spray over that liquid gold just to help it to dry faster. I didn't show it, but I did go in with that handheld blow dryer, and I went ahead and dried that hairline out. And now I'm just taking some needle and thread and securing the back of that wig cap down. So this is my wig. I did put a little color in it. I put a little blonde patch in the front, and I also dyed the ends of the hair as well, that blonde color. So now I'm just going in with my Ruby Kisses cream foundation, which is my favorite to use. And I'm just taking a brush, and I'm using that brush to apply that makeup to the back and the front of that lace. That lace is lighter than my skin, so I just have to tone that lace to my skin tone. And remember to do it on the front and the back of the lace. So I went ahead and cut the middle of that lace on the wig so that I can use my eyebrow razor to go ahead and cut off any excess lace. Y'all already know how I do now. And I'm applying that same color to my bald cap. just so we can get it to blend just right. So now I'm just cutting off that excess cap, and y'all can see that that bald cap melted really good and easily. And then I did go back in and put a little bit of foundation over the front part of that bald cap as well. So now I'm just cleaning up around the perimeter where I may have gotten any excess makeup on with some 91% alcohol. And I am going to cut that piece of that wig cap off that's just hanging in the back. For this install today, I will be using Hair by Erica J's Hold Me Down adhesive in the watermelon scent, and it definitely did hold me down the entire weekend. We went to theme parks, we were on rides, it was hot, so hot, it was like 100 degrees and up, and that wig and that lace did not move. I was swimming all underwater. That wig ain't go nowhere. So I just sprayed some of that skin protectant on that cotton pad, and I'm just putting it all over my hairline and just allowing it to dry. I'm fitting this wig up with my hairline. As you can see, that lace is really, really good. As soon as I put it on, it blended in with my skin. So my hairline is a little weird, so most of the time with my wigs, I have to go in and pluck out or either razor out a lot of that hair in the front part where my forehead is, because if I don't, it will be too low. So I'm just separating it from where I know my hairline is naturally, and I'm just razoring off that excess lace and excess hair. And when I get finished, you're going to see it looks like 1,000 times better. I have more space in my forehead area. So now I'm going ahead and laying that glue down, and I do mostly for the first layer focus on that cap portion, just so I can make sure that the cap is nice and secured. Using a bald cap helps your installs last a whole lot longer. It serves as a foundation and a replication of your skin. So I'm just smoothing that glue out with a popsicle stick, and I did go in with 7 layers. I knew it was going to be out in that heat, and I didn't want my wig to be sliding back. And try your best just to make sure that in between your layers that you are letting that glue dry majority clear. Now that I'm done with those 7 layers, I'm going ahead and pushing that lace into place. And I'm just using my finger just to tack it down into that glue. And as you can see, it looks really, really good. It looks really good. So now I'm just touching up any pieces of that lace that didn't get glued and tacked down completely. And I just take the back of my comb and I use my fingers to push that lace into that glue to get it to lay down. Now that I'm done laying that lace into that glue, I do go in with my elastic band, and I use that to help get that perfect melt. And I'm just pushing back any hairs that's in my way. And after I get that elastic band on, I'll also go in and I blow dry for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I just let that lace sit for like another 10 minutes. And then we're going to take that band off. So now I'm just going to take that band off. And it looks really good, but there's that ashiness that I'm telling y'all about, but I'm going to fix it. But it was getting on my nerves so bad in this video. I don't know if it was the ring light or what, but yeah, we're going to fix it. So all I'm going to do is take a little bit of that same cream foundation that I used earlier, and I'm going to put that all along my hairline, and you can just see it disappearing as I'm doing that. I'm just showing y'all what that hairline looked like. So I'm just using this green olive oil Fantasia spray just to help define my parting, because I thought I was going to use the middle part, but I actually didn't, which I will see. But I am about to go ahead and separate the hairs that I'm going to be using for my baby hair. And make sure you're taking out like a thin layer of hair for your baby hair, because, you know, unless your client asks for thick baby hairs. But definitely start off with a thin layer. You can always add more hair, always. So I'm just taking those hairs out on both sides. And when I part it, y'all can see that scalp. Y'all see that scalp. I also use that spritz just to tame any flyaways that may be in the way. I just want everything to be nice and sleek, and I don't want them to be in the way. So I'm just going to take those baby hairs and just very lightly twist them, just so that they're not all hanging in my face, and just so that I can see what I'm doing. And I did have to go in and pluck some more from where I had to cut off some of that hair and that lace earlier. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Plucking it to thin it out and just make it look a whole lot better. Now that I'm done plucking it, I do go in with that same foundation that I used for my cap and my wig earlier. And I'm just putting that all on that part just to make it look, you know, more scalp-like. And then after I put that on there and I'm satisfied with how I look, I go in with that Got To Be glue spray. And that's just going to help it melt like really, really good. So of course I'm going to go back in with this elastic band and put that on there, and I'm just going to let that sit for 15 to 20 minutes just to make sure everything is dry and in place. And I also like to do this step just so that my baby hairs land flat and I don't have to go in and hot comb them. So I'm just brushing out all of those hairs that I ended up plucking out, getting them out the way. So of course I'm going in with my Shiz Balm wax stick, just to define that part that I'm not going to use. I thought for sure I was going for a middle part, but I didn't. And then of course I'm going to use my hot comb just to get that nice and flat. That's hubby bringing me a little drink. So now I'm going to get ready to take this band off. And as y'all can see, we have the perfect melt. It looks really, really good. I'm just showing y'all up close what it looked like. I still wasn't satisfied though. Y'all gonna see what I do in a minute. I'm taking these twists loose just so I can get ready to form my baby hair. And I do use my eyebrow razor to cut those off as well. Using an eyebrow razor gives you more of a jagged baby hairs. If you use scissors, you get more of a blunt cut. And most of the time, you have a hard time laying those baby hairs using a blunt cut. So of course I'm using my 3/4 inch flat iron just to curl these baby hairs. Using this is just easier for those baby hairs to form. It's quicker. You don't have to do a whole lot of swooping. But let me tell y'all, these baby hairs this time around gave me a fit. Normally, I have like a saved files or something, saved pictures of baby hair inspiration. But being that I was recording this time around, I didn't really look it up, so I just played around with them until I liked it. Now that I got all of those curled, I am going to be using my Got To Be spray to lay those down. I was going for wispy baby hairs today, not all the way molded down. Most of my clients actually like the molded down look just because the baby hairs last longer that way. But yeah, I like wispy baby hairs and I'm able to fix them myself, so. Man, I don't know what he was doing. He was just in the way. But yeah, I'm struggling. I don't know what I want this time around. So after I've got the baby hairs to the way that I want them, I do go in with my lace tint spray that I got from Bold Hold in, I think that's a medium brown, and I just sprayed that all along that hairline. And I also sprayed the Got To Be Glued spray. And then I'm going to go ahead and tie those down, tie those baby hairs down and that hairline down. Because like I was telling y'all, that lace, it was still giving off like ashy to me, so I had to fix it. And this definitely helped. Sometimes makeup doesn't always work and you just got to go in with that lace tint spray. And to me, right now, I haven't used any other brands, but Bold Hold works really well for me, or either I'll just mix my own and use it if I run out of Bold Hold. I did go in with a handheld blow dryer just to help dry that. Since I used that lace tint spray, I really need it to be dry. So I let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just playing around with my hair, trying to figure out what I want to do because I was very undecided. So that lace is now dry. And so I decided that I was going to do a style for this install. So what I did is I took out 3 pieces on each side where that middle part is. And I just, I plaited those down. And yeah, it's just going to be a part of the style. So after I got done with the 3 braids on both of sides of that middle part, I did go in across the front of there, and I did a, I don't even know what to call this braid. I did a braid, and after I finished braiding that down all the way to the ends, I did go in and pull it because I just wanted a very loose braid look. So that's what y'all see me doing, just pulling it, fluffing it out a little bit. And then when I get done fluffing it, I am going to pin it down. So after I got done pinning that braid down how I wanted it to be, I did take those 2 plaits on each side and I pinned them back into there. I added some little jewelry on it, braid jewelry on it. And yeah, that's my style for today. And I just used those other 2 pieces that were on either side of that middle part as bangs. I'm just showing y'all the back and how this color turned out. The hair was really good. It was easy to work with, and I am very satisfied with it. So yeah, definitely go purchase. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.